Contemporary dance training improve my cerebral palsy. Part 1. I first wrote this as a short email in August 2013 for the university and Adam Benjamin just after completing a 4-year BA Dance Theatre degree at Plymouth University. I will cover how my cerebral palsy continued to improve through my master's degree in other videos. I am told I am disabled by athetoid cerebral palsy, which was acquired whilst being born in the breech position at birth, which meant my brain was starved of oxygen for a time. This fact always makes me laugh because at the time my mother was told I would live for an hour. In April 2014, I was 50. The degree is normally 3 years, but I felt writing a dissertation and the performance elements which make up the final year was too testing, and so I wrote the dissertation in the 4th year. I type via a head pointer which is slow. Since 2009 I have been a life model, and I recently realized the photographs taken during this period shows how my athetoid cerebral palsy has changed. I would like to briefly explain how my cerebral palsy has improved because of taking this degree, but I must state here, when I embarked on my degree, I had no idea it would be beneficial for my disability. Before October 2009, I used to fall over regularly, hit my head and just carry on. When I started my dance training at university, I worked with Adam Benjamin, who specializes in disability dance, and he got me to think about my movements, and 4 years later, I rarely hit my head. This picture was taken 2009 and I hope it shows the lack of movement in the left foot. This is from an early performance which shows the state of my coordination early on in my training. In March 2013, I fell backwards, whilst on my knees, and hit my head quite hard on a wall. I didn't really think about it, but I subsequently found I couldn't write to my normal high standard for about 4 to 6 weeks. In April I fell out my wheelchair, trying to get out of the rain fast, and hit my head quite hard, although I did not realize it. A few days later I slipped when getting on the loo and knocked my head again. This I now realize is why I found my dissertation so hard to write, and why my brother rightly said, "At the May bank holiday you look tired." When I hit my head I do not feel ill or strange, I just find it hard to write or be coherently creative for 4 to 6 weeks, which I realized 3 weeks later. I have taken steps to minimize hitting my head. If I use both arms when I get on the loo, I can't fall over, and when I hurtle down armored way I have to concentrate on the pathway. At the beginning of August 2013, I really got my mojo back and my writing power went into overdrive. My well-being and health improved, and what I have just imparted came into focus. Every 3 or 4 years I go through a couple of weeks when I think I'm starting to decline physically. I began to feel like it before university and to a lesser extent last May 2013 because what I have just outlined. Now November 2013, I can truly say my cerebral palsy and my health are the best they have ever been. In my first year at university I noticed I could get my left foot further in my shoe, something I have never been able to do, unlike my right foot that always had a normal flexibility. In the second year my health, fitness, flexibility and elasticity of my limbs improved, as well as my coordination, but not as markedly as my health and well-being. In the third year 2011-12, as a part of my degree there was an advanced performance practice module, which meant I was physically active for 3 months, and during this period I found that I was able to get myself in and out of the bath. This was because my coordination improved through having to use my left arm and leg as much as the right, which in turn strengthened them. I can have daily baths, and what is more important, no carers has to lift me, ever. To be continued.